Are you ready to buy a home or selling your home in Greenville, North Carolina in months of the February?
We love doing these market updates for you. We do them every single month so you can kind of really see. And now what's overarching I want to point out is the interest rates went down last week in December and they started going down and they're expected to continue to go down in 2024. So it's going to be fun to look at the market and see what is happening in the market as we know this is happening.
Exactly. Therefore, we're going to go to the housing and real estate market and give you the update and insight based of the statistics and number. And with this, we're going to start our first.
All right, so with active homes, there is 180 active homes, which is actually great. 180 active homes in Greenville. The month of December, there was 197. Notice there was a difference there. And then last year at this time, there was 172. Also, before we continue with the numbers, if you're seeing something weird happening with my face, it's because I have a tell. So when I was born and a kid, and whenever I get upset or I'm sick, my eye gets a little red right here. It's like the doctor fingerprint. So I'm okay. It's just my doctor.
Exactly. Now we got. I don't know why my wife's in the housing market.
I can see it. They can see it. So let's talk about pending.
Anyway, for the house under the contract or pending that they are on the way of 30-day closing, we had 98 homes in the months that just finished, months of January. 69 homes passed in the December, and also 92 homes last year this time, which brings us to 6.5%. Actually increase.
Interesting, because pending, that means under contract homes are increased. Shocking when interest rates go down, right? See, and sold homes. There were 65 recently sold homes. These are contracted homes in December, obviously. And then they obviously close in January, 30 days, last 30 days. And we're doing this in February because this is what we can pull the numbers. And so there were 65 active homes that just recently sold.
Exactly. And now we wanted to talk about...
December there were 76, and then January there were 73. Also, I'm really interested to see what that sold number is next month.
Exactly. And we had decrease of 11%. But before we jump to the next step, let's
hit it. Hi, it's Alan Victoria. Welcome to our channel and podcast.
And if this is your first time in our podcast and YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe and get notified.
Also, you can call text all the time, 252-327-3357. We love talking to you. Don't be shy. Also, grab our buyer's guide and seller's guide in the description below. Now, let's talk about that inventory rate. Inventory rate, there's a math formula. It's active plus under contract homes divided by recently sold, gives us a number, and that number is going to tell us an inventory rate. If it's under 6 months, it's a seller's market. If it's over 6 months, it's a buyer's market. So what was the month of January?
Well, number actually went up, which is good for the home buyers. We had 4.27 months of inventory in the months of the January just be finished.
And the month before that, it was 3.5. And the month before that, it was 3.62. So
it was a year at this time.
3.62.
Therefore, we had 17.96% of inventory rate increase.
Okay, so let's talk about days on the market, because that is how long houses are sitting there. And I can see month over month it sped up. Let's talk about those numbers. What was the average days on the market in January?
Therefore, interest rate really also affected the how market goes fast. In months of December, we had 57 days on the market average. Now in January, we have the data, we had 43.
So you can see days on market sped up, and this is before interest rates really fall deeply like they're expected.
And then last year, this time was 32. It's still stick to the last year. Our average market days, it was 34%.
But don't forget, people were more scared that interest rates were increasing with no end in sight. So now there's an end in sight. Let's talk about median list price.
Exactly. Median list price. Can you explain
that?
Yes,
median list price is the middle number that we're looking at on what house listed for. This is not going to be the same house when we talk about median sale price. So we're looking at the number in the middle. It's not going to be 123 Main Street for both of these houses, and it's a rare occasion that it is. Most of the time, it's not the same house, so don't think, wow, that house sold for this much less, because that's not what this number is.
Exactly. With saying that, in January that we had the data in 2024, the median lease price was $269,900. In December last year was $275,000, and last year this time was $313,845, which brings us to 14% decrease, but from the last year.
That's for how much people are putting their houses on the market for. So people are taking a more realistic approach to how they sell their homes. Median sale price on the other side, it was $259,000. Whereas the month before that it was 265,500. The year over year change was $250, which is a 3.94% change from year over year, still increasing from what it actually was from the year before.
Exactly. Now we're going to give you a quick and dirty way of calculating.
And I'm going to kind of give you some insights into all this if you're thinking about buying a home.
Exactly.
At the end.
The calculating the price of the home based off the price of the price per square feet.
Absolutely. So if you're looking at new construction including townhomes and condos, now in Greenville we definitely have ones like that. So that is $171 per square foot.
Exactly.
What about pre-owned for townhomes?
All pre-owned is including condo, townhouse, and single family was $149 per square feet.
Now, if we just look at single family for new construction, we're looking at $178 a square foot. What about pre-owned?
And if you're looking at just single family home with the pre-owned, it was $155 per square feet.
Right. So now we look at the numbers a little bit more in detail as well. How much new construction is in our market? How much is previously owned? And when we divide that up, we can kind of see what's really happening on a more. Are we still selling mostly new construction, or is there more homes for sale elsewhere? So in January, all new construction was 3.8 months of supply, whereas previously owned was 1.2 months of supply. So you can see new construction is still driving our Greenville.
Exactly. And if you're looking at the months of December last year, it was 2.6 for all new construction and 1.1 for previously owned. Therefore, previously owned really has 9% increase we had, but we had really 46%, over 46% increase of the inventory for the new brand new construction.
I'm going to ask you a question after we finish this. All right. So for Greenville, well, now we're going to talk about the mean home value. Mean is, of course, it's a weighted average. So they've kind of weighted in the shacks and they weighted in the mansions, and they're kind of looking for what the numbers might be for something in the middle, and then we can really look at appreciation based on mean. So with that, what was January's mean?
In January, mean was $225,980. A month before, in December, was $225,674. And last year at this time was $213,489, which brings us to what?
Year over year increase for appreciation was 5.9%. So if you own a home, you're already seeing that kind of increase as well. Now let's talk about the rental market.
The rental market is warming up, and for all bedrooms, we had $1,350 median for rent, but also we have up to $4,500 rent also. Therefore, this is just the median, is not whole spectrum, but it can go up to $4,500.
So let's talk about why you should be thinking about buying a home now, and you can talk about selling as always.
Yeah.
Now, if you're looking to buy a home, interest rates are now decreasing, right? So interest rates are going down. Will they be at the low? Are you now having inventory where you can still see prices are remaining relatively stable? Right now, yes. It is still February, which means their homes are going to stay kind of in this range. Now, what will happen in April, May, if interest rates do go down, is you will have a rush for everybody to go buy a home at that moment. So we are back to multiple offers on homes, only one person wins, many people lose, and we don't want you to do that. So now is actually a great time to think about buying, because you know interest rates are going to go down in the future. It's better to lock in on a home, even if it's new construction, because that'll happen later and then you'll get the advantages of both. But really, if you are considering new construction, I would recommend we start talking. I'm a real estate agent and I will talk to you more in depth if that is your question. So what about home selling?
And still there is a misconception, because every time that I talk to the buyers, they say, oh, the numbers are very high. And just listen, the appreciation was 5.9%, is keep going up. If you don't buy it this year, next year you're going to pay even more than what you are paying this year.
So it's a good
pay
time to buy.
attention to that. And next thing, I wanted to talk about the selling. Therefore, as we said, we have 4.27 months of supply, which is still, we are in the seller's market. And also, based on the median lease sale price, we had 3.94%, which almost 4% of increase from last year to this year. And on top of that, with appreciation of 5.9% from last year to this year, puts you in a position for the home seller that you are still going to get top dollar for your home. But this is also depend on how we market your house. If the house needed to be actually done, the repair that is needed to one stage, have those good, beautiful pictures, and also connecting with us, Alan Victoria, real estate agent in Greenville, to run for you the CMA that gives you the edge to being in the top of the market for getting the top dollar.
So we hope you love these videos. We love doing them. Please don't forget to call us and connect with us, okay?